You're welcome to another Code Flow tutorial. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about HTML add-ins and formatting. Let's go. So, hello there. And let's jump back to what we were doing earlier. So, we've talked about how to make an HTML element. And in today's tutorial, we're going to talk about how to create those HTML add-ins and a bit of text formatting. We've got ourselves acquainted with the use of the p tag, that's the paragraph tag, and a bit of the add-in tag. So right now, let's learn how to make HTML add-ins and a bit of the paragraph stuff and text formatting. So right now, let's create a new comment. I'm going to put the less than symbol and with an exclamation mark and with those dashes, and we're going to write making HTML add-ins and text formattings. It's a bit too long, but it's gonna do to do for now. So we have the making HTML add-ins and text formatting, and so let's start with the basic things, the basic ones, and I'm gonna press enter to give us a bit of a space. Now to make HTML add-ins, we have the H tag, and it's going to stand for heading anyway, and we have the H1 to the H6. And so in terms of tallness, or in terms of, let me say, height, I think the H1 is the highest one. If you type the H6, for example, type the H6 and I said want I want to see this, and I save this and I go back to my Chrome to preview this, you're going to see a very small text, and this shows you that from the H1 to the H6 things are literally very small. So let's try and change this to the H1. Let's make this the H1 tag instead. Okay, and let's save this, and we're going to discover that it's going to be pretty tall. Like this is, it's very tall. I want to see this. So let's try and make the rest of the tag H2. Let's create the H2 tag, and I'll say I am seeing this. Okay, let's create the H3 tag. I still want to see this, and let's create the H4 tag, and I love to see this, and let's create the H5 tag. And if we try to type the H5 tag, let's close this, and I am still seeing this. And let me type the H6 tag, and the H6, I can't really see this. I'm sorry for the lack of punctuation mark, but I think we have better things to discuss than punctuation marks. I'm going to save this, and if we go back to our Google Chrome and we reload this, we're going to see this in different varieties. Like, see, I want to see this, I'm seeing this, I still want to see this, I love to see this, I'm still seeing this, I can't really see this. So the H1 is the highest, I think the one with the biggest font size. Then down to the H6, H6 is the lowest font size, not the ones to use. And so that's all about the HTML add-ins. Now let's go back to the text formatting. This is where things get pretty interesting. And one thing about text formatting is that once you know about those text formatting things, make an HTML site with this make an HTML site is going to be very easy for you. I mean, the text part, making a blog kind of HTML is going to be very easy for you, because when you make use of those elements, it kind of helps you the more. Like, it helps you to, to outline your words much more faster. Yeah. So some of this tags, you already know them already, but let's just agree you don't know them yet. Okay, so let's make use of simple tags. Let's make use of some simple ones. I mean, the first one we've talked about the paragraph tag, and that starts with the P. Let's make a bit of a comment just in case. Let's create something like this: exclamation mark with a two dash, and let's write making a text format. Let's call the text format, and I'm gonna delete this backwards, and we're gonna close the P tag, and I'm going to write I love spaghetti. Spaghetti makes my head go, no, makes me feel strong. I love the spaghetti brand, we all know that part. And so let's preview this in our Chrome, and I'm gonna reload this, and we have I love spaghetti too much. This is a basic paragraph. Let's try and do a bit of some text formatting. Okay, and so this text formatting can be solo, or you can decide to put them in your text. Now we are going to use the first one, which is the B tag, which stands for bold. It's for you to create a bold text, and so let's try and give the bold impression. Bold. Now, within this bold, I want to put the spaghetti there as the bold reference. I mean, we do press bold in Microsoft Word all the time, so it kind of applies to this. Just paste the spaghetti, and then we have I love spaghetti too much. And you're gonna save this. And by the time we we go back to our Chrome and we reload the text, you're gonna see spaghetti being highlighted. Spaghetti is now very bold. I love this kind of bold, very bold. So that's the first one. We also have the strong one. The strong tag is kind of used for strong text anyway, so let's try and make use of the strong tag. I thought it can be solo, or you can isolate it inside the P tag right here. So the strong tag, and the strong tag, we can write something there. This is for very important, important text. And let's save this, Control S, and we'll go back to our Chrome and we will load this, and we can see the words are very much more highlighted, but you're trying to feel very strong. That's it. This is for a very important text. And let's write the next one, the I, which stands for italic, and for italic text, as usual, this is so AWOL. I know the meaning of AWOL, but I kind of fall in love with it when watching this amazing Nickelodeon show. This is so AWOL. Let's save it like that. Okay, I'm gonna go back to our Chrome, and we're gonna preview this, reload this again, and we can see this is so AWOL. We can decide to add maybe a bit of a line break, or what do you think? Let's add a bit, not a line break. We can actually add a line break, but let's not talk about that yet. Let's not talk about that yet. Let's just add the line break. Okay, everybody's fine, satisfied. So now the next one is, we can actually have what we call an emphasized text. Now let me show you what an emphasized text does. Let's put the EM, and that's for emphasize. I am being emphasized. Okay. Sorry, my English typing is so weird. I'm being emphasized, and yeah, I'm being emphasized. Yeah, let's say I'm being emphasized looks more like let's say, maybe like an italic kind of word, but you kind of feel this is much more like it looks a bit emphasized. I think I'll see no difference between it and the italic. I mean, what difference is there's just that it's just being emphasized. That's just it. Okay, although it's actually going to be just like italic though, but maybe just a good part of your code, emphasized text, if you don't want to make use of the I symbol. Now let's look for the mark one. We have the mark tag, which is for a marked text. Let's see marked. Oh, sorry, not marked. We have mark, and let's say I am being marked for deletion. Wow, that's spooky. And we're gonna save this, and let's go to Chrome, and we're gonna reload this, and we have I am being marked for deletion. It's like, when you're trying to highlight something, like show that this thing is meant to be highlighted, this is what you can use this thing for. It's kind of quite very useful. And let's go back to the next one. The next tag, we have small. I am so small, like a smurf. Okay, that's pretty rhymed. Okay, let's go to Chrome and let's reload this, and we have I am so small, like a small. This is so small. Anyway, let's go to next tag. We have the del. You know what it stands for? I mean, it's on your keyboard all the time. It's called delete, and I say I feel so deleted. Okay, and let's save this, and we'll go to our Chrome, and we will load this, and we have a bit of a cancel, like this quick ninja slash. But it's called I feel so deleted, and that's pretty good for the kind of text we are creating. And okay, let's have another tag again. We have the inserted, known as the ins. Inserted text. I am so insertive right now. Okay, truth be told, I don't know the real meaning of insertive. Is that even a word? I'm so insertive right now. So I'm gonna reload this, and we have this underlined word. It's more like you're trying to underline something. I'm so insertive right now. This is pretty cool, pretty very amazing. I think I love this. Okay, let's take in another one. Two. You know, we always talk about how to write all this 22nd, 23rd. Want to write 2 raised to power 3, 3 raised to power 4. Okay, I think right now we have a very very better way of writing it. We use the sub. I love, no, not Peter. Sorry, I love Folake. Folake is a Nigerian name. Okay. I want to say Peter. That would sound weird, but it's not weird. So here is this. I love Folake right here, and it's kind of a bit of a subscript. And now, okay, what if we want to write the super one? We use the sup as usual. I thought this is just basic English, just being abbreviated. I don't like Peter. Now that feels good in my country. Now I don't like Peter, and let's go to Chrome and let's reload this, and we have this I don't like Peter right at the top. I mean, this is so very very easy. I mean, HTML is very very easy. I could go all day teaching HTML very easily, and this is very easy. So that's all today about the HTML add-ins and the text formatting. So I hope you learned more of the story. We learned about a few text formattings we're able to make use of here. And if you're looking for a way to learn more, you can always visit W3 Schools. They have a very efficient HTML tutorial and with a lot of examples that you can use to test your HTML things. So that's all for now. Have a beautiful night, a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next tutorial.